Okay, so if you're determined to make your 2023 your best year yet, one way to get started is by manifesting the moment. Take a look. People talk about manifesting. It's a word you'll hear us use often. Every time she manifested. Manifest. Because we've seen the power of manifestation at work.
I'm just going to put it into the universe because remember when we did that with Oprah and then we got a studio and she came?
Manifesting. So what does it mean to manifest? New York Times bestselling author Gabby Bernstein has written many books on the topic.
Manifesting is harnessing our energy to attract what it is that we want into our life. Because our energy is always attracting its likeness. We are magnets.
We're going to learn how to manifest what we want.
Cognitive behavioral therapist Chamin Ajjan uses manifesting in her practice.
There's plenty of research that validates the power of positive thinking. These studies show us that if you believe something can happen, you're more likely to make it happen.
And it feels like manifestation is having a moment.
Many people have now awakened to the concept that our thoughts do create things and that our energy has a lot more power than we think.
The law of attraction is the belief that your thoughts directly impact your reality.
This is how to manifest a text or an interaction with a specific person.
Everywhere from social media, where the hashtag has millions of posts,
you're also signaling that you believe in your power to manifest.
to stars like J-Lo.
I have so many affirmations that I do. Your thoughts create your life, and so you have to think positive thoughts. I am open and receptive to all the goodness and abundance the universe has to offer.
And Steve Harvey, who famously went from living in his car to becoming one of the most influential entertainers of his time. From hard work and, yes, the power of believing.
I take stuff, I got to get a new vision board now because there's a lot of stuff off that vision board that I put on there a year ago or 2 years ago that then came true.
So with 2023 upon us, bring on the possibilities.
The new year is the best time to manifest because we have this great momentum.
Your ideas and beliefs are the fuel, your actions are the engine, and you are the powered up vehicle that gets you from point A to point B.
Come on, Chamin Ajjan is here. She's a cognitive behavioral therapist. What a perfect time to be speaking with you. It's the start of the year, and people always like to do a reset, and they often say, it'll be a new year, so I'm going to do this new and this new and this new. But there's a difference between that kind of stuff and what you're talking about.
There's a big difference. I have a problem with resolutions because it really denotes there's something wrong with you. There's something to fix about you. But manifesting is about harnessing the magic within. And I think that is such an important way of framing it for yourself.
I think a lot of us are positive, optimistic just by genetics. But you say, that's true. That's true. But you say that there's a difference between positive thinking and actual manifestation.
You have to have positive thinking to be able to manifest. Without the positive thinking, that's the foundation of it. But just like if you're going to create a soup, you need a liquid base like milk or water or vegetable stock. It's not a soup with just that. You need to add the recipe and the ingredients and that special thing that you do with it to make it a yummy soup. Positive thinking is a part of manifestation, but it's not the whole thing.
You really got to work your tail off.
Yes,
this isn't about just dreaming and hoping.
Steve Harvey manifested, but he also worked.
He worked his tail off.
Right. Well, I think that's why manifesting gets a bad rap, right? People think of it as just speaking what you want into existence, but that's just making a wish, right? I can wish that I have Halle Berry's body, but that's not going to happen unless I put in the hard work, right?
Totally.
But if you put the action behind it, that is where the real magic happens. And you have to believe in yourself.
You mentioned the recipe for manifesting. Can you just walk us through it?
Yes, of course. So first, you want to start by identifying what it is that you want. And like you said, you need to sit with yourself.
Yeah.
You need to understand what's
Put your
important
phone away.
to you.
Yeah.
Put your phone away. Make a little ritual for yourself.
It's not easy because
No,
if
it's
you
not.
were to ask somebody, what do you dream of? Like, what do you want? You go through the grind of day in and day out that sometimes you can't identify it.
Yeah. No, it's really hard to identify. And for it to matter, it needs to be something that you truly connect with, right? So what are your values? What's important to you?
Yeah.
What's missing in your life? You really sit with all of those things.
It feels like journaling would be good for that, too.
Journaling would be fantastic.
Okay.
That's the next step. The next step.
See?
But you're getting ahead of yourself. But you know what the next step step is, right? And I want for it to feel something that is like it's something that is personal to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not just like, Holly Berry's body. Something that's real.
Or not something that your mama is telling you to do, or
totally.
society is telling you to do. Something that is you're internally motivated to do.
Okay.
The next step is to set an intention. And so what I mean by that is to carve time out every day to sit with what this goal is. What is it that you want to do? I want for you to sit with it. I want for you to visualize yourself achieving it. I want for you to embody what it looks like to do it. Right? This is a really important part of it. And you're going to feel more connected to it and more motivated to work towards that goal.
Okay, once you have the intention, now you got to physically do something.
And you got to do
plan.
it. You got to get off your butt and you got to do
How
it.
do you create the plan? Yeah.
You can, sometimes it's a simple goal that you have, like you want to be kinder.
Yeah.
So it's easier to figure out something like that. If it's something that's more challenging, you might get a mentor. You might talk to someone else who's already done it.
Yeah.
You might work with a therapist. If it's something like you want to be less socially anxious, you're going to have to work with a therapist to be able to do that. As a board member of the National Social Anxiety Center, we help people all the time come up with what the steps are that they need to be able to get there. You're not just going to throw yourself into a TED Talk.
Totally.
Right?
But I do think evolving and being open is probably the first step.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
So you're going to set that action.
And then, your final step is reviewing what works.
You're going to review what works. You're going to take a look every week and sit down and say what's working, what's not working.
Yeah.
Is this still what I want?
Yeah, totally.
It's okay if the plan changes. That's all part of the journey. There's going to be obstacles and challenges. You learn from those obstacles and challenges and you reshape what it is that you want because it's your plan.
Your plan.
It's your plan.
All right,
We
good.
love that.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, if you're interested in manifesting a change in your life, you may want to check out Chamin's book on mindful dating. It's called
Seeking Soulmate.
You can find it on today.com/book.
How cool. Thank you. Thank you.